I'm back. Lunatik Raider. Raiders allegiance. Let's go.
Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning the Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in the Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares. You guys with me on that? You got to end somebody's dream.
This is Raiders Allegiance with Lunatik Raider. Welcome to the dark side.
What is up, Raider Nation? It's yours truly, Lunatik Raider, with the Raider Allegiance. I'm back, man. I had to take a little break. Had to deal with some family issues, the loss of loved ones. But I had to just clear my mind and get refocused, man. But I'm back now, ready to take off with this Raider stuff, man. And you already know how we do this, man. It's a family, Raider Nation. So let's get into it. As you know, last week we kicked off the season on Monday Night Football versus the Baltimore Ravens. First half was kind of slow. Gave up a 14-0 lead to the Ravens. But I think that's due to not being able to play with each other in preseason and getting that continuity and knocking the rust off. But it was mainly the preseason was for like second, third stringers. See who's going to make like the bottom half of the team, who's going to fill up the practice squad. But the starters themselves, we know individually which one, what they can each do and what they bring to the table. But now we have to, it's like gumbo. We know the chicken is good. We know the sausage, the shrimp, you know what I mean? The crab. But you got to put it all together. Then you got something that's off the hook, you feel me? So that's all the Raiders got to do. They just all got to come together, get on the same page, learn each other's emotions, learn each other's intentions and so forth on the field, and man, come together and let this team do its thing. Now with the second half, you started seeing things develop better chemistry. They starting to get like more familiar with each other. Offensive line is new. We lost a couple of players in the game with injury. A couple of them is going to be gone for the season. Gerald McCoy on defense. He's going to be missed because I know he would have brought his veteran leadership to the team, especially with some of the young dudes on that defensive line, and help them out and help like being a coach on the field, you know. So he's going to be missed, man, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery. And maybe he can come back next year, sign him to another 1 year, and let him do his thing healthy, man. So to you, McCoy, get well soon, my brother. And then we had Denzel Good go down with injury also on the offensive line. It's always bad to see your dudes, you know, fall during the game and with injuries, and especially the first game of the season, you know. So with that being said, may he heal fast and have a speedy recovery also. You also had Josh Jacobs suffer a toe injury. He had some kind of ailment too, so before the game, some kind of sickness. We don't know what it is. Maybe it could have been flu or wasn't COVID related, so that's what they said. So hopefully he's not going to be able, well, not hopefully, but hopefully he recovers soon. But he's not going to travel with the team into Pittsburgh this Sunday against the Steelers. He's going to stay home and recoup and hopefully get better for the next game against Miami on the 26th at home at the Death Star. But all in all, man, I was watching the game. I seen Carr in the first half, like, just hella target Waller not a few times, a whole lot of times. You know, some of the, and they weren't quite in sync, you know what I mean? And like I said, practice is nothing like the game. Practice is easy to, ain't nobody really, you know, playing defense. But now you're going up against a whole nother team with a whole nother scheme, and you got to do your thing against them, you know. So he was force-feeding Waller to get into the game, but it did pay off in the second half because then Waller started making his making plays, man, which we know he's going to do that, you know. Same with Edwards. We seen him make a couple of catches. We also seen Ruggs make a couple of catches. Renfro. All in all, the offense is going to be all right. With Josh Jacobs not traveling to Pittsburgh for this Sunday's game, it's going to be very important that Drake steps in and does his thing. But I don't think that they're going to alter the play and have Drake do more than what they intended on him to do. I can see them going with Regis. Regis came up off the practice squad, so he's on the 53. The rookie, man, I want to see him in live games, not preseason, live real games that count, and see what he can really do. Because he has good vision, good patience, and he knows to make his reads where to cut and follow his block. So I would love to see him get in against Pittsburgh, man, and see him get out there and ball. So we'll see this Sunday what happens with him. Carr did his thing also, throwing for over 400 yards. There was an interception, but that was, to me, Snead. He should have caught that ball. Then it goes off of a player's helmet and pops straight up in the air, and interception in the end zone. You know what I mean? Things happen, but it wasn't a play that broke us. It wasn't a play that cost us to lose, because we end up winning. And we did it in spectacular fashion in overtime, with Carr going to a wide open Zay Jones. And beautiful, wide open. Kind of remind me last year when Ruggs got open against the Jets to win the game with that last heroic touchdown he made also. So it kind of remind me of that. With the game of Monday night against the Ravens, that's a tone setter. It reminds me of 2016 when the Raiders faced the Saints. And I remember in that game, that's when they went for 2-point conversion to win that damn game, man. It was beautiful. He was getting penalties though, pass interference in the end zone against Crabtree. Not him causing the pass interference, but him getting pass interfered with. Because that game came down to the wire, man. And then you get Crabtree in the corner of the end zone and just enough across the goal line to make that catch for the 2-point conversion to win that game. That was big. In this Baltimore game, it's a tone setter, because we knew what kind of team the Saints was. That's when Drew Brees, in 2016, we went out to matter of fact, it was in New Orleans on the road. We went in there, took that game, and that snowballed into more wins, making the playoffs. Unfortunately, Carr got hurt against the Colts in a meaningless game, and that we were winning. We were blowing them out. And I remember Mark Davis why is he throwing the ball? You know what I mean? You run when you're up by that much, you run the ball, eat the clock, take the victory, and go home. But then, man, Carr gets hit, breaks his leg. And see, this is another thing I don't understand with a lot of these haters with Carr. And some of these haters wear silver and black fan clothing. I don't get this one, because we remember in 2016 when Carr got hurt in that damn game against the Colts before the playoffs, we all knew it was all bad. We knew it was going down drain without Carr. So that showed us right there, we knew Carr was important to this team. But now all of a sudden it's like, you get all these haters, oh, he ain't won no playoff game. Man, we ain't had no defense. You see what Tampa Bay did last year against Kansas City? What did Kansas City score? 9 points? No touchdowns? Come on now, defense wins championships. What the offense does is put scores on the board. Defense keeps the other team from... Remember the Baltimore Ravens back in 2000? Ray Lewis and them? One of the toughest defenses to go up against, but they kept the score low. If they keep the score to about 10, 13 points, and you got a high-powered offense, nothing's going to stop that from you getting wins. You feel me? So, with that being said, leave Carr alone. Get behind Carr. Root Carr on. Because I don't know no fan base that hates on their own players. The only players I think that get a green light for you to hate on is players that quit on your team, Cooper, that does not take their career serious to help the team win, Russell. And the list goes on. That does not want to be there, that want to go on to... You hate on them for giving up on your team. You hate on players for not wanting to play for your team, demanding trades. Them is the ones you get rid of. You know what I mean? That's the ones you hate on. You don't hate on a player that loved your team for life. Ever since they've been watching football, they love your team. They bust their ass in practice and on the field to help your team win. That's Carr. Carr been doing this. You know what I mean? And the hate against him, it don't make sense. Now, the media heads, I really don't give a damn about what they think. You know what I mean? They clickbait anyway. They throw some shit out there and click on and what Carr ain't shit. Carr doing, man, get on out of here with that. Carr is okay. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to be an elite quarterback. You know what I mean? But then again, you can become an elite stat-wise with a bomb-ass defense. Defense, like I said, win championships, man. We go in history. What made the Raiders so deadly back in the day? Our defense was good back in the day. Even in the early 2000 when Gruden was first here before we traded him off to Tampa Bay, our defense was solid. Our defense was solid. And you got to remember, in that Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, our defense wasn't the problem. It's them damn pick sixes that Tampa Bay was getting them points off of. What they had, 3 pick sixes? That's 21 points. You know what I mean? And we made a game of it. But you know, it is what it is. It's neither here or there, but get our defense right, man, and let Carr go ahead and prosper. He got weapons. Offensive line just got to be able to play together. They got to gel, open up these holes for the running back, protect Carr in passing plays. That's all they got to do. But it's going to come along. We got new blood on the offensive line now. You know what I mean? Now it's a whole new era of the offensive line for the Raiders. You know? So let them gel. Let them do their thing. And, man, I guarantee you the W's is going to be coming in. Playoffs? We're going to make the playoffs. Man, I have no doubt about that. And matter of fact, I'll even push the envelope on us winning the division. Because, like I said, the media heads, they always hate and saying, I don't know how the Raiders is, you know, you got Kansas City, you got Denver, and you got the Chargers. We beat all 3. You know what I mean? We could have swept Kansas City if it wasn't for that minute and something left that our defense fell asleep and let them get that touchdown to win. You know what I mean? But we was in that game too. We throw points up on Kansas City. We threw a 40-burger in the victory. In the loss, we scored 30-something points. So, I don't care about nobody in the division. They not gonna fade us. We've been building this. Ooh, excuse me. But we've been building this. And we here now. There's no excuses. Like Mayock and them said, there's no excuses now. They added the pieces they need to do. When Gruden first came in, this is going into the 4th year. You know what I mean? When you do a massive rebuild where you strip a team down butt-ass naked, now you start throwing clothes on them. You know what I mean? Now you start throwing clothes, designer shit that look good and shit that make you feel good. And that's what we've been doing with these players. We've been adding players that make us look good. You know what I mean? That are good. You add the KJ Wrights that come in there with his veteran leadership to help these youngsters in there. Man, we got some hogs on this team, man, and it's about to go down. So believe you me, look for the Raiders to do their thing this year, man, because it's going down. So with that being said, man, Lunatik Raider, Raiders Allegiance. Oh, and before you leave this channel, please, I ask you kindly, kind sir, kind ma'am, can you go subscribe for me, please? Like it, share it. You know what I mean? The more people I get, the better. I'm gonna keep content coming. I'm back. I'm not taking no more breaks. That's done with. I just had to deal, like I said, get my mind right. You know what I mean? Get refocused, re-energized. I'm back. I'm here. So now, with that being said, Lunatik Raider, Raiders Allegiance. Let's go, Raiders! Let's do this. And I'm out.